All right, friends, it's spring 2018. This is software engineering, and we are doing project updates. Here we are with Indep, Nishchal, and Aditi. We're going to talk today a little bit about your project. So, Aditi, if you would please explain to us right quick, what is your project?
So we are working on Raspberry Pi, connecting it with Jupyter Notebook to work on traveling salesman problem. So it's basically Jupyter Notebook is just like a new thing that is really interesting right now going on. So like there's not much information about it, but like we are learning more about it, and it's like a web server where you can like write code, and like everybody, like anyone who is in your group can like go in that server and work on it. So we are trying to solve the traveling salesman problem in that server, like in that
Now, Nishchal, could you tell us how you and Aditi got started on this project, why you became interested in it?
So I got interested in it when I filled out the internship form for the SciPar Research Center. They had a internship program for a Jupyter Notebook, how to run it, and basically build a kernel for it. And since she was doing the same thing, I decided to join with her, and basically to this date we have got the Jupyter Notebook installed in our PCs. We set up a Raspberry Pi in order to connect the Raspberry Pi with the Jupyter Notebook to run this traveling salesman problem with as the Raspberry Pi being the server for the Jupyter Notebook. But we're having some complications, and we're looking around it, and we're trying to get it connected and stuff. And we have the code for the traveling salesman problem, and we're trying to convert it to the Python code so that we can run it in a Jupyter Notebook.
Indep, have you had any luck so far translating from Java to Python?
I haven't got a chance to like look at the code yet, but I did look for the like Jupyter. What is it? Just like had a like intro video on YouTube, like for the tutorial of Jupyter, and yep, like I should be like very soon able to do it. Like I'm gonna work on it.
So I guess going down the list, what you have finished then is you have installed Jupyter Notebooks, or you've been using your your laptop stations as kind of the host for that environment. So you're starting to get more familiar with it. What is it that you'll think you'll be able to get accomplished between now and March the 8th? So what can you get done in the next 3 weeks? What can you commit to that you'll say for sure these are things that we can accomplish?
So within the next 3 weeks, as per the plan, we're trying to get the code converted to Python, and hopefully get it run in the Jupyter Notebook, being our PCs as the host if we cannot connect to the Raspberry Pi.
Okay, Aditi, I kind of look at you as the project lead for this. Getting it converted to Python and getting it running on a desktop, do you feel like that meets your requirements for what you need to have accomplished for the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, like we are for sure gonna complete to like change the code into Python, and then we'll also work on the Raspberry Pi connecting like into the, like we're working on the code with the Raspberry Pi. Like we are still trying to figure it out. We have got a lot of issues, and then we are looking at the videos and going through so many articles and working on it. But yeah, main is the code, and then we are like gonna try to work all the code with the whole thing.
Okay. One of the concerns that I have, the last question is, what do you think is holding you back? While you were talking about using the Raspberry Pi as a host, I had tried to get you a Raspberry Pi 2, and then that didn't work. The card holder was broken on that Pi 2, and so now we stepped back and we were running on a Pi 1. I think one of the things that I need to do is I need to get you guys up onto a Pi 3. A Pi 1 is a single core Pi, and a Pi 3 is going to be a 4-core Pi. So you basically have enough that you can run an operating system, have a second core to run Jupyter Notebook, and then the third and the fourth core could possibly be for running code. So I guess other than we need to get you some different hardware, and I think your solution to go use the notebook, I think that's a good idea. Other than that, what do you think is going to be holding you back from being successful? Aditi, what do you think is going to hold your team back? Or what could be the potential pitfalls that you see coming up?
I think like we don't know exactly what Jupyter Notebook is like properly, so we are still learning about it. So we learn from videos and articles, and the videos, like they show everything, but they don't show what we should do if we have problems. So we had like different problems while looking at the videos and doing stuff, but then they don't have any solutions for that. So we're still looking for it. We are trying to figure it out. I think that's going to be the main problem that's holding us back.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.